And now we're gonna check out the physics part, VLAN 3D physics, collision, and we're gonna create a vehicle with wheel colliders. And pretty much if we go into the software, I already have it here, and we can move it. We can press Alt and pretty much press. So this is our car route right now. We can assume this is a car. This is just pretty much a square. Then we have the vehicle, the wheels, as you can see right here. We have 4 of them. So pretty much if I press Alt and pretty much just move my finger here, you can visualize it. So let's play this game. So let's just play start or just click it. So this is pretty much what we want to do, and you can control it with the, let me see, I can move it forward, and now I can move it backwards, something like that. I move it towards the left, now towards the right, and it's stumbling a little bit. Now I'm gonna bring it towards me. Now let me see. Okay, so now it's moving. Okay, so oops, yeah, it went all the way here, and now it has completely disappeared. Okay, let me see if I just here in the wheels we have pretty much 4 wheels, and in the car route, so this is the, let me have it here and just go into the draw mode used to display the scene. We can, I don't know, grab the shade. So maybe this is too wide. Maybe we can grab wireframe. Okay, maybe for explaining this would be wireframe. So this is the car route, and here we have the wheels. So let's keep moving here. We can maybe visualize it here. Oh, okay, so yeah, this one has to be moved a little bit, so I did it on the fly. And yeah, let's close it, and we're gonna do it again. And also we have here a C# template or a C# file. So let's just close this one, and let's create it. So let me see, let's go into the Unity hub, and I'm gonna just new project, and it's gonna be 3D, and the project name is gonna be wheel collider. So it's gonna be, let me see, a wheel collider, like that. And I don't have it, so I'm just gonna create it. So this might take a while, but in the meantime we are gonna see this one. So the wheel collider component is powered by the Physics 3 Vehicles SDK. So you can click here, and this is gonna be the link that is gonna send us. So as you can see here, we have that. This tutorial takes you through the process of creating a basic functioning car. To start, select Game Object 3D and Plane. This is the ground the car is going to drive on. To keep it simple, make sure the ground has a transform of 0 on the transform component. In the inspector window, click the setting cog and click reset. Increase the transform scale fields to 100 to make the plane bigger. So let's see how this is looking. So yeah, this might take a while. So yeah, but well, it's no worries. Okay, so one thing I wanted to show you is that we are right now in the physics part. So Unity helps you simulate physics in your project to ensure that the objects correctly accelerate and respond to collisions, gravity, and various other forces. So we're gonna be using some physics here. Unity provides different physics engine implementations which you can use according to your project needs. So we have the 3D, 2D, object-oriented, or data-oriented. This page provides the links to their documentation. You can achieve some basic physicals with the user interface, but for more control over the simulation, you need some familiarity with C#. So we're gonna be dealing with a little bit of C#. And okay, it has already loaded. To develop your C# skills, so you can check out that one. Let's close this one for now. Okay, so let's follow this tutorial. Let me see if I can control. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So game object 3D and plane. So we're gonna go, let's close this one and let's move it here. Okay, that's fine. And right here we are gonna game object 3D plane. So we're gonna go in game object 3D and then plane. Okay. Okay, so let me see how it's okay. Yeah, that's fine for now. Let me just press F so I can get closer. I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna reset, and the scale is gonna be set to 100. That's what I remember. Okay, 100. Oops. And this one 100 as well. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay, and let's just keep this one, and I don't know, maybe, yeah, shadow frame or just shadow. Yeah, shadow frame, that's fine, I guess. Okay, so the wheel collider component, blah. Okay, to start selecting, we already did that. Make sure that the ground has a transform of 0. So this is the transform, and pretty much it has a transform of 0. So it has a transform, okay, component. Okay, so if you wanna double check, you can just press and reset, and this is gonna reset everything, including the scale, but we want the scale to be set to 100. So let me see, increase the transforms scale fields to 100. Okay, that's fine. Now first, add a game object to act as the car root game object. To do this, we're gonna go to the game object, create empty. Okay, so again, we are here in this hierarchy. We're gonna go here and the game object and create empty. Let me see, game object and create empty. Okay, so game object and create empty, and we are gonna name it car underscore root, like this. So let me see, that's right. Change the game subject name to car root. Okay, that's fine. Now add a physics 3D rigid body. Let me see, okay, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go here and add a physics 3D rigid body component to the car underscore root. Okay, so we're gonna pretty much go here and let's close this one, and it's gonna be, we're gonna go into physics, and no, it was not physics, I was just a rigid body. So yeah, rigid body, so the first one, and it has to be, by default it's being set to 1 kilogram, but it's too light, so we're gonna set it to 1500 kilograms. So that's that. Okay, the default mass of 1 kilogram is too light for the default suspension settings. Change it to 1500 kilograms to make it much heavier. Next, create a car body collider. So go to game object 3D and cube. So okay, so let me see, we are still inside. Next, create the car body collider. Okay, then make this cube a child game object. Okay, so we can create it and then just drop it, but I guess I can just pretty much click here and then, well, here in the car root, right click and then 3D object and then cube. So let me see, make this cube the child of a game object. So like that, that's fine. Or you can just delete this one and pretty much here just 3D and then we have a cube. So that's like that. Okay, so next, create a car body collider. Okay, game object 3D and cube. Made this cube a child game object under the car root. So the only difference, you just drag it and drop it here. So now it's inside the child of the car root. So that's pretty much it. And I want to see something. So this is 100. Oops. Yeah, that's fine for now. Yeah, that's fine for now. Let me. Yeah, that's fine for now. So let's go into the cube now. Made this cube a child. Okay, reset the transform to 0 to make it perfectly aligned in local space. The car is oriented along the z-axis. Set the transform scale to 3. Okay, so we are still dealing with this cube. We can just reset it, and let me see, set the transform z scale to 3. Okay, let's just keep it to 3 then. Let me see what happens. So we have this cube. Let's move it. No, I'm gonna go here. Yes, at 3 now. Okay, that's fine. Now add the wheels route. So we are gonna go add the wheels route. Select the car route. Okay, so we're gonna go here now. We are selecting the car route, and game object, create empty child. So game object and create empty child. Let me see this time what we are gonna do. Change the name to wheels. So this one F2, I don't know, just wheels. Oops, wheels, like that. Okay, and let me see. Okay, so now reset the transform on it. The game object is not mandatory, but it's useful for tuning and debugging later. Okay, that's fine. So we're gonna go into wheels now, and again it's reset. So yeah, there's no problem here. And let me see. Yeah, that's fine for now. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. We are gonna move this one in the y direction, so it's gonna go up, but we can just leave it for now there. Yeah, that's fine. Now add the wheels 5. To create the first wheel, select the wheels game object. So again, in the hierarchy, everything here is a game object. So cube is a game object, wheels is a game object, so I'm selecting it. Go to the game object, create empty child. So from left. Okay, so game object, create empty child, and we're gonna name it from left. Let me see, from left with camel notation. From left, yeah, camel notation. Reset the transform, then set the transform position. Okay, so again, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna reset the transform position. So just click, you just go into these 3 dots and you just pretty much reset it. So now reset the transform position, then set the transform position X to -1. No, then set the transform position X to -1, Y to 0, and Z to 1. Okay, this one is gonna be -1, 0, and this is gonna be 1. Let me see. Yeah, -1, 0, and 1. That's fine. Add a collider to the wheel. So go to the add component, physics and wheel collider. So here, add component. Let me see. We need to go to physics, or just let me see. Add physics. So yeah, I was right. So I need to go into physics. Let me see. So why? Or just physics. Okay, a component physics wheel collider. So I'm just gonna go here. Wait a minute. So why physics? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's uppercase, no. Okay, but if I go here into physics, okay, yeah, well, you just have it here. Then I'm gonna grab wheel collider. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so now duplicate the front left game object, change the transforms X position to 1 and change the name to front right. Okay, so let me see. As you can see, the front left we have negative, the position X is -1, so we can just pretty much Control D in my case, and I have it here. And now we're gonna name it, yeah, front right. So yeah, it's gonna be the same pretty much, front right, like this. And we are gonna change, let me see, this one is here. Okay, change the transforms X position to 1, so the X position is 1, that's fine. And the Z position and Y, Z is 0 and Y is, no, Z is 1 and Y is 0, that's fine. So we have it right up to this point. Okay, so we already did that. Now select both the front left and the front right. Okay, game objects, duplicate them, change the transform Z position of both game objects to -1, change their names to rear left and rear right respectively. So one thing you can do is pretty much control, and then you press control and then you select both of them and then just duplicate pretty much. Okay, so we have, let me see, we're gonna have front left and front right. So how I have it here, front left, and this one, front left. Okay, so I'm gonna delete this one just to make sure. And here I need to rename it, has to be front, so I missed the, okay, front right, yeah, that's fine. So now we can, no, only those. Okay, so or just Control D, then duplicate. So now this one is gonna be front right, and okay, so I'm gonna have front left and front right. And now we're gonna have here, I'm gonna just, it's gonna be rear, rename it, so it's gonna be, we're just gonna rename, let's just rename it, so it's gonna be rear left, like that. And this one is gonna be rear right. Okay, so rear left and rear right. So in the position, let me see, let me read it again. Select both the front left and front right game objects, duplicate them, change the transform Z position of both game objects to -1. So the position of Z is gonna be set to -1 of both. So -1 for this one and -1 for this one as well. So that's fine. Let me see, -1, -1, 1. Okay, and let's keep it. Okay, as you can see, we can just leave it like that, I guess. We have these wheels. Okay, so we have, yeah, we are up to something right now. It doesn't look like much, but let's keep moving. Okay, so finally select the car root game object and use the move tool to raise it slightly above the ground. Okay, so now we're gonna go the root move, the car root, and I'm gonna press into the shaded waveframe, and now I'm gonna pretty much just grab it. Let me see if I can grab this one, and I think I'm pretty much slightly above the ground. Let me check it out. Yeah, Yeah, I think that's gonna, yeah, that'll do it. So let's give it a try. So oh well, we don't have any script, so nothing is gonna happen, but let's just play it just to see. Okay, it just falls obviously because it weighs 1500 kilograms. So another important thing, as you can see this blue mark here, it means whatever you are typing something, it's not gonna be saved. So in order to keep typing or writing code, you just have to click it, and now pretty much you can save your work and everything. So now it's fine to do it because it's not playing right now. Let's click here and then wireframe. Okay, so we can see our wheels. Okay, so now you should be able to see something like this. Okay, so we let me see if I have a plane. So the plane is 100. The plane, the car, this is the cube. Oops, the car, and this is the cube. Okay, so let me double check the cube real quick. So okay, create, transform. The car is oriented along the z-axis, so set the transform z scale to 3. Okay, so yeah, that's what I was thinking about it. So we are in the cube. Let me see, cube. Let me just reset it, and only the z has to be set to 3. Okay, yeah, that's better. Now let me see. Yeah, now it works. So I am in the cube right now, and this is the inspector. I am in the transform, and in the scale of the z scale is set to 3, so I scale it x and y as well. So the car is oriented along the z-axis, so the transform z scales to 3. Okay, so that's one thing I mess up. So now, well, you cannot see it, it's because of the camera, but as you can, let me see the wheels. Now you can appreciate. Now you can, yeah, you can send this one up. You can appreciate now, and I can move it around. So we have this kind of like a design for a car. So yeah, it looks nice so far, at least for this purpose. Okay, so you should be able to see something like this. And let me see if we go to the scene and just click into the, I don't know, shaded, or maybe shader frame. Yeah, this one. And now I can click wheels. Okay, so we have something similar. So yeah, that's pretty much good. Okay, to make this car actually drivable, you need to write a controller for it. The following code sample works as a controller. So the name is gonna be simple controller. Okay, so let's create a new C# script. So add component, new script. So we're gonna go, but we have to be in the car root. Let me see, on as you can see on the car root game object. So create a new C# script, add component, new script on the car root game object. Okay, so we are gonna go here, and I think it was new script. And then what is the name? The name is gonna be simple car controller. That's fine. Okay, and now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just copy this whole code. And again, we are dealing with C#, but you don't necessarily have to, I mean, you have to have some foundation in C#, but it's not mandatory, so you can learn on the fly here as per se. Now I'm gonna copy and paste for it. Oops, what is that? Hey, get out. Yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna save it now. And again, we have this class name, simple car controller. Again, it's a man of behavior. And let me close this one. We have the fix update, And then we have some another class is axle info. So in the axle info we're gonna have the public wheel collider left wheel, public collider right wheel, the public boolean or bull motor is this wheel attached to the motor, public bull steering, that this wheel applied to the steering, okay, that this wheel applied to the steer angle, okay. Now here we have the axle info, we have the float, max more torque, float, then we have again the motor, the steering for each, so if statement, okay. And yeah, so we have it, okay, so it's updating so far, okay. Now let me see what else do we need to do here. So to make this car blah. Okay, so we're gonna check out the inspector, but first let's just give it a try to see if it's drivable so far. Okay, so let me move this one. Okay, nothing, I cannot control it, I cannot move forward, backward, nothing. Okay, so it's not fun to play. Let's keep moving. We are gonna go into the inspector of the car route, and let's just again make sure there is no the blue is not painted blue here, so if now it'll be playing and everything that we are doing is gonna be pretty much destroyed, or it's not gonna be safe our work. Okay, so what we are gonna do right now is we are gonna go into the inspector. The position is gonna be, let's put the position 0.81 just to follow this. This one is I think 16 maybe. Let me check it out. No, it's 0. This is just 0, so that's fine. Yeah, that's fine, 0. Let me check it out here. So 1, okay. Now use gravity, that's fine. It's kinetic. It's kinetic, okay, uncheck it. Use gravity, that's fine. Now we have the C# simple car controller, so this one, okay, that's fine. Now we have the axle infos, okay, and let me see what else we have here. Okay, and the axle info, so here that's when we have to set it to 2. And okay, so we have 2 elements, so element 0 and element 1, so left wheel, right wheel, motor, steering, so we need to check the motor and steering. As we saw here, we're gonna be using the motor and the steering, okay. Let me check it out here. Okay, so now the left wheel is gonna be front left and this one is gonna be front right. Okay, left wheel, left wheel, okay, front left, and right wheel is gonna be front right, okay. Now we're gonna have the left wheel, so it's gonna be rear left and this one is gonna be rear right. Okay, so we have that so far, and this one is gonna be the max motor torque, so the value is going to be 400 and then just 30. So eventually we're going to see more in detail about these numbers, the torque, the angle, but for now they just follow along. So let me see motor and steering. Okay, so no, we don't have the second element, we don't need to check it, just the first one. And yeah, that's fine so far. Let me see. Let me see in car route. So yeah, it has already been saved. So now, okay, I play it. So again, nothing. Well, oh yeah, it's starting to work. Okay, so now if I can move it, okay, I cannot move it to the left or to the right, but I can move it in the C direction per se, pretty much inside of the computer and outside, or pretty much towards me, and going, yeah, towards me or out of me, so pretty much in the C direction. Okay, so it's coming back, so it's, yeah, we are starting to see some progress so far. And let me see if I can move it to the right or to the left. No, I cannot move it, but as you can see here in the transform, the position of the rotation and the position are changing when I'm pressing the page down. So page down is coming towards me, page up is moving away from me. Okay, so yeah, it's working so far. And right now, if I start typing values, I don't know, checking something, all my work is not gonna be safe, because as you can see, this blue dot here is painted blue. So right now, if I click it again, okay, so we're not playing this game now, so we can save our work. So everything is fine so far. Now make sure to increase the size of actual info. Let me see if I did that. Yeah, the size info set to 2, or it was 20. No, it was set to 2. That's fine. Okay, you can have up to 20 wheels on a single vehicle instance, with each of them applying a steering, motor, or braking torque. Next move on to visual wheels. As you can see, the wheel collider doesn't apply the simulated wheel position and rotation back to the wheel collider transform, so adding visual wheels requires some tricks. You need some wheel geometry here. You can make a simple wheel shape out of a cylinder. There could be several approaches to adding visual wheels, making it so that you have to assign visual wheels manually in script properties, or writing some logic to find the corresponding visual wheel automatically. This tutorial follows the second approach. Attach the visual wheels to the wheel collider game object. So next, change the controller. Okay, attach the visual wheels to the wheel collider game object. Okay, that's fine. And now we are gonna use this script, so let's just copy and paste. So I'm gonna pretty much go into this one and just delete it and paste what I just copied. Okay, let me see if okay, it's gonna, yeah, it's updating it so far. Now if I go into the car underscore root, I have the simple car controller. So if I click here, okay, so now we have updated this simple car controller C# file. So we have the class axle info, we have the left wheel, right wheel, motor, steering, we have the simple car, motor, torque, mouse, okay, if collider, so we have that. Now we have the transform visual wheel. We are setting it to the collider that transform that get child. We have the vector 3 position, then we have the public, okay, the fix update, and left wheel and right wheel, so that's fine. Let me check out right now if we can car root, and let's just play it. So let me see if there is a change here. So now I can move here. Oh, now I can move towards my left, towards my right. If I'm using the page up, page down, so I can go towards my left. Now I'm moving towards my right, and okay, I'm gonna click here to stop it. And now let me see if I can, okay, so what is the car root? I'm gonna move it a little bit higher. So what is the main camera? Let me see the main camera. Yeah, maybe I can put it here, or no, yeah, maybe like that. Yeah, like that's is good. So maybe here, and let's give it a try now. Okay, so it's falling. I can move it towards the left, towards the right, so it's coming towards me, it's going away from me. Let me see if I can, I don't know, crash it or make it fall towards its side. Let me see. Oops. we can make this one a little bigger, and let's scale it. Let's do it again. Yeah, play. And we can move it around so it looks like a big truck, so I can press the page up so it's moving away from me. Yeah, it looks like a big truck. I don't know, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, I don't know, something like that. Okay, so I can maneuver it left, right. So it doesn't seem like much, but as you can see, we were able to we are able to control this game object with C#. So, and we are able to pretty much have an illusion of a truck, of a car. So this is, oops, as you can see, you can see in the main camera, you can see it here, and right now it's pretty much it's just moving around, so it doesn't count for friction, and it's just moving around. So we can appreciate that. And let me see, so one important parameter of the wheel collider component is the force up point distance. This is the distance from the base of the resting wheel to the point where the wheel forces are applied. The default value is 0, which means they apply forces at the bases of the resting wheel, but actually it is wise to have the point located somewhere slightly below the car center of mass, so that's fine. And yeah, this is all that we have for the create a vehicle with a wheel collider. So we can click here and play it again. Let me see. Now I'm just gonna press the page down and I'm gonna move here. Let me see. Oops, it's away from the camera now, so let me see. I'm gonna press the page down up and let me see if it's coming. Let me see. Or I can just play it here, play it again, and I'm gonna play just the page up. So let me see if the camera can follow it. Oh, okay, I didn't follow it. So right now, let me see. Okay, we are playing it. Okay, it's away from the camera. I cannot control it from here, so that's the thing. Page up, and let me see, it's moving. Okay, so I have it here now. I can pretty much, okay, I can play around with this. Let me see if I can make a circle. Okay, so I make a U-turn here, move it. Okay, so I'm going, yeah, this is similar to the was functionality. So going away from me, now going towards me. Okay, and yeah, this is all that we have for this video.